Foundation is the underlying structure upon which any building stand, and by which it is supported. Foundation are the pillar that hold entire structure of a building. However a building looks, its foundation hold the credit to it. No matter how beautiful a building is, if it is standing on a faulty foundation, its destruction is imminent. It will crumble like a pack of cards. When a building is collapsing, many times people focus on its structure. They try to fix the wall, reinforce its pillars and do a lot of patching. However, because the foundation is always hidden underground, people don't consider doing the check on the foundation. The foundation of a building can be faulty and decaying for a long time, but the building still standing and looking beautiful. But the day it give way, nothing can help the building from collapsing. Psalm 11:3. When the foundations are being destroyed, what can the righteous do? The Lord is in his holy temple, the Lord is on his heavenly throne. Brethren, when I look the word family, I see beyond a group of people who are closely related to one another by blood or marriage. I see the foundation from which they are coming from. Every human being on earth come from a family, and his experience is shaped by the personality that make up the family. Isaac and Jacob came from a lineage, and their experiences were also formed by the covenant in operation in their family. There are forces that enforce the covenant and serve as the covenant in the family, whether negative or positive. A man begins his life and journey in life from the foundation in place in his family. He can still decide the change, and relocate himself from the foundation. The family is the foundation upon which we all begin life from. An understanding of this help you X-ray and diagnose properly when the experience and circumstances in a family are going contrary to desire. In most cases the foundation is always ignored, because it is not visible, yet the foundation has the answers to the problem of the building that is collapsing. When you understand that the family is the foundation from which people emerge, you will see the reason why we place emphasis on the family. People, we are talking about the family foundation. The reason things are the way they are with many families is the family foundation. People are struggling despite all the effort to break through and be successful. Each and every one of us is a product of a family. We are all from different families. The family we came from also came from other families. The endless battle many people are facing in life is the result of a faulty foundation of the family. The reason why I pay attention to the family is because the kind of family one come from shows or reveal the level of battle he or she has to fight. Total deliverance from all forms of satanic oppression cannot be complete without a careful look into the family foundation. Everything a man can become will be influenced to a large extent by his family foundation. Our real enemies are not outside but within, and if the enemy within does not sell you off through witchcraft, the outside enemy cannot capture you. The Bible say, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household. Joseph was not sold into slavery by his friends and neighbors, it was his family. 2 Corinthians 10 verse 12, for we dare not make ourselves of the number, or compare ourselves with some that commend themselves, but they measuring themselves by themselves, and comparing themselves among themselves, are not wise. We can only compare ourselves when we are from the same families. The foundation of a building determine the type of building you can put on it. The structure framework of a building cannot differ from that of the foundation. Any attempt to alter the building plan halfway without looking critically at the foundation could lead to a total collapse of the building. You cannot become anything different from what your foundation dictate, except you are ready and prepared for reaction and power confrontation. Foundation limitation has nothing to do with your qualification, smartness and connection. No matter how many influential people you know, if you don't deal with your family foundation, you may not escape the negative consequences. The foundation of a building determine the size of a building. When you have a foundation laid on 50 feet by 100 feet, and you suddenly decide to build a house measuring 100 feet by 200 feet on it, you are looking for serious trouble, and when you do so the center of gravity of the building will be too high and collapse is imminent. The foundation of a building determine how high the building will rise. If the foundation laid for the building is supposed to carry a bungalow, you cannot put a skyscraper on that foundation. If you do, the building may look bright for a while. The foundation may even allow you to finish the building, organize a housewarming ceremony, and also allow you to live in it for a time, but the foundation will react because of the pressure of the building. and the rest may be devastating, if not fatal. If you don't address your family foundation, your level of success may be limited. There are so many families with certain limitation and embargoes, due to their foundation. Many have tried to go beyond certain foundation limit and they became victim. What many people call failure at the edge of breakthrough is not failure, but a reaction of the family foundation, against the level of breakthrough the person attempted to achieve. Any level of breakthrough that is strange to the limit of your family foundation may lead to your breakdown. Strange things happen in many families, that may appear shocking and unbelievable. Countless stories about people who attempted to build their first house in their families and they were buried in the same building. Beloved, you must do a background check on your family foundation. First observe the visible patterns in the lives of the members of your families. Check your life for traces of such evil patterns and decide to do something about it. You cannot fold your hand and pretend as though nothing is wrong, when you know that many things are wrong with you. You cannot sit down and expect things to turn around someday without doing something about it. Nothing happens for nothing. Until you decide to enforce a change, you will remain on the same spot. You must decide to take concrete steps to enforce a change by addressing your family foundation. The Lord will turn things around.